The portion of the lab we're going to discuss here today is Challenge 2, and this involves using an Arduino Wally 2 robot. And basically, the team had to create a code to so that this robot could encounter an object and turn right past the object and then turn left back to its original heading once the object is no longer an obstruction. So essentially, the code was created such that it could be ran in the loop function within the body. The C2 function for Challenge 2 involves a series of if and while loops. And the purpose of this is to utilize the front sensor and the left sensor in order to track the object and then make the turn at the appropriate time. So we look at the start here. We have an if function selecting the switch 4, which is right here, this button here. So if we press this will trigger this section of code. So basically, while this front IR sensor value reads over 500, the robot will continue to move forward. So essentially, if this here doesn't detect an object within that 500 range, the robot will continue to go forward. But once there is an object within that 500 range, this while loop will be broken, and then the next line of code will be executed. So then the robot will stop and delay, and then will turn right 90 degrees based on this delay function, and it will stop again and delay. And then it will execute the next while loop, which involves the left sensor, and saying that it will go forward when the left sensor detects the object until then the object is no longer in sight. And then once the object is no longer in sight, this while loop will break and will stop the robot, it will delay, and the robot will turn left back to its original heading, 90 degrees, and stop, and will delay, and then will continue to go forward. So basically, we can run this simulation and see in real time what we're talking about here. So we can see right now, we can start the simulation, and we can click button 4, and we can see that we're going forward. That's because the IR sensor isn't triggered yet. So we stop the simulation, and start again, and trigger the simulation. Trigger the IR sensor in the simulation, and click our button, we'll get a turn. As you can see, we're getting a turn. And then the delay. And there. Okay, so we can look at our left IR sensor. So we can go to here and we can take our left IR sensor and it should move forward. And there we go. The robot has successfully navigated around the obstacle. Thank you.